For the cheapest coins with fast delivery and quick customer support, check out my sponsor Red Zone Coins and use code SWIFT at checkout for 20% off.
So family, and today I'm coming back at you guys with another Madden 20 video on the channel. And in today's video I'm going to be showing you 3 coin making methods for you guys to try out, all of which are pretty effective and very easy to complete. Now before we hop into these methods, I just want to give a huge thank you to all you guys that have been supporting me and supporting my channel throughout Madden 20. The fact that we've been able to go from 5,000 subs to 55k subs this year still boggles my mind. It's been an incredible journey so far, and even if you just watch my videos, I really do appreciate you. And of course, those of you that leave a like down below and are subscribed to the channel, you guys are some real ones, and I really do appreciate every single one of you guys. The journey so far has been absolutely amazing, and hopefully we can keep the momentum as we head into Madden 20. But so far, I literally can't thank you guys enough. This channel means so much to me, and the amount of support you guys have shown this year has been an absolute blessing. So thank you to every single one of you guys that's been enjoying the video so far, and hopefully I've been able to make you a pretty nice amount of coins throughout Madden 20. But without further ado, let's hop into the first method of today's video. This one's actually a really easy one. It's honestly something that I would recommend every single one of you guys do, and essentially all we're going to be doing is completing some of these rookie premier solos in order to do the 95 to 96 overall elite exchange set. Now this is something I would recommend every single one of you guys do on your main account, and it's honestly side account material as well. It's going to work super well, so it's honestly worth it in my opinion to complete on a side account. Let me explain exactly what you're going to do. Essentially all you're going to want to do is get these solo challenges done. You're only going to need to play 9 of them because each set is going to require 3 93 overall players, and each time you complete the solo you actually earn a 93 overall NAT rookie premier card. Now with that rookie premier card, I'm going to show you the exact set that I like to put the players into. I want to give a huge shout out to Brady Silvera and a couple other people for sending me this on Twitter, so shout out to you guys for dropping this method in my DMs. But it is a pretty simple one. Essentially we're just completing these solo challenges, so you guys are going to need to get 9 of these solo challenges done, and once you have the solos done, you're going to earn a 93 overall player. I'm going to show you guys the exact set you're going to want to put them in. We'll go into the set screen right here, and we'll see how much coins we're able to make off this, because you're essentially just getting your 93s for free for playing like a 5-minute solo challenge. Each 93 overall player is going to cost you, I would say, about 5 minutes of time. The solos take about 5 minutes each. They are pretty quick, and this is the exact set you're going to want to put your 93s in. We're going to go all the way to the exchange tab at the end over here. We're going to scroll down to the 95 to 96 overall exchange set, and as you guys can see, all it requires are 3 93 overall cards. You can get these 93s absolutely free for getting these solo challenges done. I just did 6 of them before the video because I had already done 3 before, and we're going to be able to get this 95 to 96 pack. Now if you guys have already done the rookie premier solos on your account, I would honestly recommend you guys do this on a second account as well. You guys will see how many coins we're going to be able to make off of this, but I would say each solo took me about 5 minutes. This maybe took me about 30 minutes in total to get 2 of these packs, and we'll see how much coins we're going to be able to make in about 30 minutes of grinding. Again, if you have a second account, I would most certainly recommend you guys do these solos over there, get your 93 overall player, open up this pack, sell the card that you get, and then transfer over your coins to make that profit on your main account. But let's see how much coins we can make off of this. We're going to want to see a 96 overall player, hopefully, because that's going to go for a little bit more. We're getting a big X, 96 overall Randall McDaniel. We'll see how much that one's going for. I'm not exactly sure how much that's going to be, but we're going to open up this second pack right here. Again, this is absolutely free. You guys can get this for just playing some solos. We're going to get a 0 chill Marvin Harrison. That could be going for a little bit of coins. We'll see how much each of these cards are going for, but again, it was absolutely free to get these cards. All I had to do was play some solo challenges. If you've already done the solos, I would honestly recommend you guys do the solos as well on a second account. But firstly, we get this Randall McDaniel, a 96 overall, and he's going to be going for a price of 50,000 coins. So 50k in profit right off the bat. We'll see how much the Marvin Harrison card is going to be going for right here as well. It looks like Marvin's also selling for 50,000 coins. So I basically just made 100,000 coins in 30 minutes of grinding. This is something you can do on a side account very, very easily. If you haven't done the solos, the rookie premier solos, that is, on your main, I would definitely recommend you do them, and then just put the rookie premier cards into that 95 to 96 exchange, and you guys should be able to make over 150,000 coins, basically guaranteed. And that was a very, very easy method to start the video off and basically a way to make free coins for playing a couple of quick solo challenges. So let's hop into the second method right here of today's video. So for the second method right here, I'm pulling out a classic, a method that's been featured on the channel multiple times and has probably made me over 1 million coins throughout the course of Madden 20, and that is going to be, drumroll please, the MUT Heroes method. I've got one little wrinkle that I want to share with you guys, but for those of you that don't know what the MUT Heroes method is, essentially there's a set in the game that requires 289 overall players, and we're going to be able to get a MUT Heroes 90 to 91 overall card. So the way I like to do this method, and the way I always explain it, is to start with, I want to see how much the cheapest 90 overall MUT Hero player is. Right now it looks like the cheapest cards are selling for around 12,000 coins. Of course, there's going to be way more expensive pulls down here, which you guys will have the opportunity to get out of this pack. But the way I like to structure this method and explain it is to start off, we want to see what the cheapest card is going for. So 12k is basically the cheapest card right now on the auction house. So that essentially means that I want to buy each of my 89 overall cards at a price of around 6,000 coins or less. That way, if we get the worst pull possible out of this pack, we're still going to break even and there's going to be no harm, no foul, and we'll essentially have an opportunity at pulling some of these expensive cards. And there's quite a few cards down here that are going for 40, 50, 60,000 coins, which you guys will have the opportunity to get. So to start with, we're going to try and snipe some 89 overall cards. I have a wrinkle in here for how you guys can get 89s for actually pretty cheap. I'll show you guys that in just a second. But to start with, I'm going to try and grab some 89s for around 6,000 coins. We're going to take a look at the legend filter, the flashbacks filter, the heavyweight filter. Those are probably some of my favorite ones to take a look at, and I'm just going to look for snipes with some of these 89 overall players. I'll probably cut to once I find some of them so you guys can see the exact filters that I use. So I'll see you guys when I'm able to find some of my 89 overall snipes. So I think I'm actually just going to grab this Champ Bailey at 7.5 right here. I know I want to find them usually for cheaper. I'll show you guys my bids just to show you guys that I was actually able to get some of these 89s for much cheaper off camera. Unfortunately, I wasn't recording when I actually picked up a couple of them off camera right here. So I'm just going to buy this champ or that champ at 7.5. But if that does happen to you and you're not able to find too many 89 overall players for a good price, I'm going to show you guys what I like to do to kind of mitigate that. I'll just buy 2 of these champs right here. I'm willing to take a little bit more risk on the pack. Since we buy them at around 7.5k, it's going to cost us around 15k to complete the set, which is going to be a little bit more expensive, but I'm willing to take a bit of risk. I'm quickly just going to show you guys my bids, like I said, just to show you guys that I was able to find a few 89s off camera before I was able to actually start recording. Let me just head on over to my bids. We'll head on over to the newest tab really quickly, and let me show you guys a couple of 89s that I just got right before the video. Right here, we were able to get Landon Collins at 6k, and I was also able to get Jason Pierre-Paul at around 6.9k, so you guys will be able to find them for cheap sometimes. I mean, it is a little bit tricky occasionally, but let me show you guys what you can do if you aren't able to find too many of these 89s that are cheap. Essentially, what I'm going to do if that's the case is I'm going to try and snipe 3 87s at a price of around 2,000 coins. If we pay just over 2k, that's totally fine, because when we do put 3 87 overall players into the upgrade set, we're going to be able to get one 89 to 90 overall card, and we can use that 89 to 90 to complete the MUT Hero set, or if it's an expensive 89 or 90, we can just sell it on the auction house. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look at this filter right here, and we're going to see if there's any cheap 87 overall players. If we buy 3 87s at a price of around 2,000 coins each, that's going to cost us about 6,000 coins to complete the set. So what I would do is I would take a look at a couple of 87s as well, because what you guys can do is you can upgrade your 87s to an 89 and then use that 89, which ideally you're going to be able to get for cheap in order to complete the MUT Heroes set. So let's see if there's any cheap 87s. We were able to get one already at 2.75k. I don't mind spending that much for an 87. I know it's a little bit more than the original price threshold we had put in, but when I do complete this first set, there is a chance we can pull 90, and a 90 is going to be selling for more than an 89, so we can simply just put that 89 or that 90 up on the auction house when we do get it. So we're kind of going to be completing 2 sets right here. The first one is going to be the 89 to 90 overall exchange set by putting in 3 87s, which we want to buy at around 2.5 thousand coins. If we pull an 89 from that, we're going to use it for the MUT Hero set. If we pull a 90, we're just going to sell it on the auction block. I've got some 87s in my binder that we're going to use to complete those sets that I had just mentioned, and we're also going to use those 90s that I had purchased in order to complete the MUT Hero set. So the first thing that you guys are going to want to do is you're going to want to use your 87 overall players in this exchange set in order to get an 89 to 90 overall card. So this set right here, again, is going to require 3 87s, which we're going to want to buy at around 2.5k if possible. We're going to put the 3 cards in here, and let's see what we can pull. If we pull a low overall 89 or a cheap 89, I'll just use it in the MUT Hero set. If we pull a 90, we can actually sell that card and make some profit. profit. So we pull an 89 Howie Long. We'll probably just use that in the Mighty Rose set. I don't think he's got too much value, but let's take a look right here and let's put our other 87s in just to see what we can do with the second pull. Again, if you pull a low 89, I'd probably recommend you put it in the Mighty Rose set. If you pull something that's going for a bit of coin, you can sell it on the auction block. So we're gonna get a 90 Jim Brown right there. I'll probably sell that on the auction block, and let's use some of the 89s that we purchased as well to get the Mighty Rose set done, and then we can see how much profit we're able to make off of kind of these two methods combined. So once you have your 89s, which hopefully you're able to find on the auction block or by doing the past method I just showed you guys, we're gonna put them into the sets right here. So I'm gonna put my lowest 89s into the set. We have those two Champ Baileys that we purchased. We'll add these both, and we'll open this pack. We ideally want to get an expensive Mud Hero, that way we can make some solid profit. Let's say this pack costed us around 13 or 14k. We get a 91 Fletcher Cox. I'm pretty confident we're going to be able to profit off of that. We're going to add our other 99s into the set right here that I had purchased off camera. I believe we had the JPP and we had the Landon Collins we can add right here. We'll see how much or what card we can get and how much it will be going for. Let's see what we can get out of this pack right here. The second pack is going to show us a 91 overall Jalen Ramsey. I think that one is going to be pretty pricey. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop into my item binder and we'll see how much profit we were able to make. So starting it off right here, we have 91 Jalen Ramsey, who's currently selling for 34,000 coins. So I would say we probably profit about 20k off of that card. So that's definitely solid. Next up, we're going to have a Fletcher Cox, who's going to be going for around 19k. So we probably make around 5,000 coins off of that card. I'd say we're up about 25,000 coins. Then this Jim Brown right here costed us about 7.5 thousand coins to complete his set. He's going to be selling for 9k. So we make a tiny profit off of that. Nothing too crazy. And we also have the 89 Howie Long. I'm actually curious to see how much he's going to be going for. He's going for 7,000 coins. We'll actually scoop this Howie Long card up right here, and I'm going to use this Howie Long card as well as the 89 we pulled to just complete one more of those Mud Hero sets, and we'll see what we can get out of that. So I'm going to add this to the Mud Hero set, and I'm going to add the other Howie Long that we pulled. That other Howie Long that we pulled probably costed us, like I said, around 7,000 coins to get, and you have a chance at pulling a more expensive 90. So let's put the second Howie Long into this Mud Hero set. I hope this method does make sense. I know I might be explaining it a little bit weirdly, but essentially all we're doing is getting cheap 87s and cheap 89s to put into those two upgrade sets that I just showed you guys. Let's see what we can get out of this pull. We're going to get a LaMarcus Joyner. I'm assuming we'll make a little bit of profit off of that card as well. So definitely a pretty profitable method right here. There's not a ton of activity on the auction house, so sometimes it's going to be a little bit tough to complete it. Off of that LaMarcus Joyner, we might lose about 1,000 or 2,000 coins. So I would say off of this method in total, we profit about 25,000 coins, and definitely a pretty solid method for method number 2. Method number 3 is definitely the most lucrative of the video, and I'm very excited to show it to you guys right here. So for method number 3, I want to give a big shout out to Crunch Nation for posting this one on YouTube. I'll leave his link down below in the description. But basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be rolling this training currency pack right here, the 85 plus overall theme builder player, and there's a specific thing you're going to do with each overall card. But to start with, we're going to need to get some cheap training. So to get cheap training, I like to buy 97 overall players at around 50,000 coins. That's going to give us a 1 coin per training ratio. So I'm going to cop a couple of 97s right here. I'm probably going to buy 2 of them. I'm definitely willing to invest 100,000 coins into this roll. So we're going to buy 2 97 overall Theme Builder 2 cards for around 50,000 coins if possible. And it looks like we should be able to get them for 50k. So we're going to filter it down by all offense and all defense. And ideally, there'll be a couple up for around 50k. We get this Shaquille Barrett for 52,000 coins. I'm not really being too picky when I'm buying my cheap training. Of course, you could be more picky, but I'm not really too concerned about it. And we get about a 1 coin per training point ratio right there. Next up, we're going to try and buy another one at around 50,000 coins as well. We'll take a look at the all offense filter just to see if there's any up for cheaper. And at 51k, I will take this Tyler Lockett, and we're going to quick sell, or actually we don't win the Tyler Lockett. We're going to quick sell the second card as well that we get for cheap training, and we're going to end up having about 100,000 training to roll these packs with. Now I'm going to roll these packs, and I'm going to explain after I do the entire roll what I'm going to do with each of these cards. So we're going to quick sell each of these. We get about 100,000 training to roll right here. I'm going to roll this 100k training. I will see you guys once I have done it, and essentially all I'm doing when I say roll the training is I'm just opening up the pack until we don't have any more training. We started off with 50k training, so I'll roll all the way until we get down to about 50k, so you guys can see exactly how many cards we get at that 100,000 coins that we spend. And essentially by roll, I essentially mean you're just opening this pack over and over again until you have no training left. So I will see you guys once I have rolled all the way down to 50,000 training, and then I'll explain what I'm going to do with each card that I pull, and we'll see how much profit we're going to be able to make off of of this roll here. Okay, so I just finished that roll, and honestly, that might have been one of the best rolls I think I've done on the method. I'm pretty sure we pulled 295s. I was going through it super quickly, but that is pretty rare. So let's go into the item binder and let me show you guys what I got. At the end, we really did cool down a lot of 87s and 85s, but as you guys can see, we were able to pull a 95 Jamie Collins and a 95 Deontay Johnson. We also got a 93 Chris Jones. Anytime you get something that's over a 90, that is pretty rare, and those cards are going to be selling for a nice amount. And then we also got another 90 right here. Obviously a pretty solid amount of 85s, and we actually got a pretty good number of 87s. So I'm thinking this roll is going to be very profitable. We spent about 100,000 coins on this roll, and firstly, let me explain what you guys are going to do with your 85 overall cards. We're going to work from lowest to highest as I explain this, so let me explain what you're going to do with all the 85s. With your 85s, you're going to go into the theme builder set, you're going to go to the theme builder 2 tab, and you're going to go to the exchange section, and we're just going to put all of our 85s that we pull into this set. Ideally out of this, you want to pull something that's not a 90. I'm honestly not really too worried if I get a 90 because of how good this roll has been so far, but we're going to need 7 of these 85s, and let's see what we can get out of this. This is what you're going to do with all the 85 overall players that you get. Let's see what we can get out of this first pack. Obviously, you want to see something that isn't a 90, and we're going to get a 93 Morgan Moses. I will definitely take that. That's a W. If you get a 93, it's a W. If you get a 95, it's a super W. If you get a 90, I mean, it's solid. You can't really complain. If I get a 90, I won't be complaining at all because of the fact that we got 2 95s in that roll, which is super crazy. Usually I get about 195 in my rolls, about 100,000 trading, but 2 of them is insane. If you pull a 97, then you're goated. Out of this one, we're going to get a Robbie Gold 93, so that's probably a W also. I can't complain about that at all. And let's put in our remaining 85s into this set, and then I'll explain what we're going to do with our 87s, because we've honestly got quite a few of them. We only have 5 of these, or we only have 4 of these 85s to put in. I'm just going to be lazy. I'm going to put 3 87s into it. I honestly shouldn't be doing this, but for the method, I'll do it. Usually I would like to just sell my 85s on the market, but we'll take a risk right here. Let's see if EA rewards us with a 95. It doesn't look like it's going to be a 93 Quinton Spain. Okay, that's solid. I can't complain. Next up, let me explain what we're going to be doing with our 87 overall players. With our 87s, we're actually going to be doing the exact same set I just talked about in the last method. These two methods are definitely pretty correlated, and what you could do, honestly, if you want to, is with your 89 overall players that are cheap, you can put them in the Mud Heroes method if you want to, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my 87s that we pulled into this right here. We have quite a few 87s, so I'll probably catch you guys once I put each of them in, because you guys probably don't want to watch me open up these packs, but I'll open up each of the packs, and I'll catch you guys in my item binder once I have opened all of this stuff up. Okay, so here is going to be everything we were left with from doing this method. This is the start of it right here, this 90 Jared Wilson, and all the way to this Travis Kelce. We got a couple of decent pulls out of our 89 to 90 overall packs, but once you're in this situation, you're just going to be selling off all your cards, and we're going to see how much profit we can make off of this method. Starting it off with the Travis Kelce. Again, we invested just over 100,000 coins to get this started off with, and Travis is going to be going for around 14k. Next up, we get Lawrence Taylor right here, who was also a 90 overall. He's going to be selling for 16k, so we're up to about 30,000 coins right off the bat. Definitely a couple of really good pulls. We got an 89 overall Marquise Pouncey. Not expecting him to be going for too much. Honestly, what I probably could do is put him into the Mud Hero set. We'll just put him down for going for around 5,000 coins, just so we can do the math and make it easier. So we're up to around, what is that, 35,000 coins so far. Another 10k for Charles Tillman, so that's up to about 45k. And then we start getting into the fun stuff. This is where we have a couple of 93s to sell off. We pulled all 93s off of this, and each of these 93s are going to be selling for around 20,000 coins, maybe just a little bit over. So we're up to 45k with these cards. That's going to bring us up to 65k for that 93, 85k for this one, and we're already up to 105,000 coins. So we've already broken even, and that's just using these cards right here. That means everything else we pulled out of this method, these 95s and the 90s and this 93, are all going to be profit cards, guys. That is how lucrative this method is. That's why this method is really sick. I'm so excited to share with you guys. We got a Jamie Collins right here, 95 overall, and this is just adding to the profit. 35,000 coins in the profit category. I think we're up to 40k in profit because we had a 105 from the other players, so we're up to 40k so far from this Deontay Johnson. He's going to be selling for another 40k, so that's 80,000 coins in profit. We know our 93 right here is going to be selling for about another 20k, so that's going to bring us up to 100 1,000 coins of profit. And then we also have these 90s, each of which is selling for around 10,000 coins. So we're gonna end up profiting about 130,000 coins off of this method, meaning we make about 250,000 coins in today's video. So definitely a W of a method today. I hope you guys have enjoyed the methods in today's video. This last one is so fire, and even if we didn't pull any 95s, if we pulled 0 95s, imagine we got none of them and we just pulled like 85s in that spot, we still would have been up around 50,000 coins in this roll. That is why this method is so lucrative. So I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. Leave a like if you did, and until next time, fellas, I'm out. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.
So